Happy 4th of July, my Floss Tube friends. If you're American, this is the day for fireworks and picnics and parades. And if you live in Phoenix, it's the day to stay inside and underneath a fan and a lot of air conditioning. So I hope everybody's having a great day. And happy Canada Day, July 1st, to all of our Canadian friends. Anyway, I don't enjoy spending 4th of July in town in Phoenix. It's too hot. You just go to Instagram and on your feed, everybody's either at a picnic or they're at a parade or they're getting ready to go to the beach or they're just all having so much fun. So today I will not be on Instagram at all because I can't handle all the fun everybody else is having while we're sweltering in 100, I don't know, it's like 106 or 107 today, which is normal. It's normal for July. One year of the 4th of July, I think it was 122. So it's not that hot, but it's a little warm and it just makes me sad to sit inside and hang out for the 4th of July instead of being out with friends. I get jealous. So there, that's just me. Anyway, but my husband did have an unexpected day off today, so we got up and we went to breakfast at one of our favorite places and we just drove around in downtown Mesa where I live. They're doing some reconstructing and tearing down buildings, and we went to go check on that, and that was kind of interesting. It's all closed off, you know, you can't really see much. And then we drove to Lowe's, and I'm feeling like I need to organize my house because it's I just have stuff everywhere. It just piles up everywhere. Like, I'm so happy that I can film this like one neat corner of my house. Oh look, I'm so put together because I have one put together corner of my house. So I'm getting ready to like get the rest of the house put together. Oh, it's so hot. Sorry. I feel like I'm gonna spontaneously combust any minute. I started this video yesterday and got everything out and got everything done. I got it all the way recorded, and for some reason it didn't save and it wasn't right. And so I just put it away and I'm back today. So I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball, but I'm gonna get it done. Get her done. Just get her done. So this month, or the last few weeks, I've done a lot of shopping. A lot of shopping. I'm kind of embarrassed. I was getting everything out that I bought to share with everybody. I thought, oh, you have a problem. Carolyn, I need like a 12-step program for Stitchers Anonymous because it's bad. So let's just dig in all the fun stuff because I got some really fun stuff. First of all, look at this. Have you guys seen the I wrote it down. Long May She Wave series by Abby Rose. She's doing 4 charts and they coordinate with this box. It's red on the bottom, blue on the top. And for some reason, I don't have the charts. I think it's because the boxes came in and they were so popular and they were sold out and I didn't get my name on the list. So I thought, oh, well, that's all right. You know, I'll just catch the next time around. And then, ta-da, they came back. And we got more, so I grabbed my box, but I'll share the charts with you next time. But I'm super excited about this box. Very cute, from Abby Rose Designs. Really fun. The second thing, this came out. I love this magazine. I don't do punch needle. I probably should do punch needle, but I don't do punch needle, but I love to look at it. So I get sucked in every time, but I love this chart inside. And then I love the sentiment of this chart. I don't know if I'll stitch it. The sentiment says, love grows best in little houses. And I'll tell you why. I raised 4 gigantic boys. I'm not kidding you. They were all 6 feet tall by the time they were 12 years old in a 1,200 square foot home. I don't know how I did it. Yeah, I do. They were not home a lot. We lived on a street, and I think that's why we never moved. We lived on a street with 10 little boys, all around the same age as my boys. And they were outside all the time because most of us were stay-at-home moms, but we all worked out of our homes. I taught piano lessons. I had 36 piano students that came and went from my house every single week. My neighbor down the street, she did daycare in her home. My other neighbor cut hair in her home. We were all there. And so there were these 10 little boys, and they ran up and down the street, and they played hockey, roller hockey in the middle of the street. I'm sure we drove the neighbors crazy. We had a basketball hoop in the front yard with trampolines in the backyard, and they just were not home a lot. And I think that's how we made it through that. And they didn't realize, they didn't know what they didn't know, because every house on the block was all the same size. So they didn't know that they're supposed to be in a bigger house, maybe not sleep in a bunk bed till the night before they got married. No lie. My oldest son slept on the bottom bunk. It was a nice one. It had the double mattress on the bottom and the single mattress on the top. He slept in that bunk bed until the night before he got married, the first time he ever, and then he went to sharing, a bed with his wife. So he's never really slept in a room without other people. And they didn't have their own socks either. I had to buy him socks before he got married because they all wore the same size. They were all, like I said, over 6 feet tall. They all wore the same size socks. So I go to Costco and I buy those big bag O socks. I'd buy a couple of them, and I got tired of sorting and folding the socks, and they were disgusting. I mean, they were crusty and smelly. Blah. So the socks got their own day in the laundry, and I would go to the laundry and dump the socks in, and in the tub of the water, in the wash, I would stick a cup of Clorox and the detergent, and I would shut the lid, and they would soak all night long. So the next morning you wake up and your house smells like sweaty Clorox. But I didn't care because it made the socks clean. And people would say, well, doesn't that wear out your socks? And I said, no. My boys running around the neighborhood in their stocking feet wears out their socks. But the Clorox did not wear out the socks. And then I would wash the socks, dry the socks, put the socks in a big laundry basket, and there it sat. And if they needed socks, they just dug socks out of the laundry basket. So my oldest son was getting ready to get married, and I realized as he's digging through the sock basket one day, he doesn't own his own socks. 23 years old, and he doesn't own his own socks, and he still sleeps in a bunk bed because that's the only space we had. So I went to Costco, and for part of the bridal shower, I wrapped it up and gave it to my daughter-in-law. She didn't get the joke, but I thought it was hysterical. And my son got his first own socks when he was, and then for church they would just steal their dad's socks. So they would just all steal their dad's socks, steal his ties, dig out of the sock basket for their socks. But hey, they were boys, they didn't care. But I love that sentiment, love in little houses, because we lived 25 years in a little house, and it was great. I have great memories. It was really hard to keep clean, but I tried, but it was good. I love those little, every time I see something that says something like love grows best in little houses, I am always sucked in by it, because I have good memories raising my kids in that little house, but there wasn't a lot of space. And you know what else? When you live in a little tiny house, you don't have a space to go to get mad at each other. If you're mad, you still have to see each other. That's pretty tight quarters, so you still have to talk. It's like, I can hear you breathing in the other room. So we always had to work it out. We just had to figure it out because we lived in such close quarters with each other. All right, next, this is out. This is out on the shelves, and I haven't bought this magazine in a really long time, but it's the ornament preview. So I'm happy about this one, the Blue Ribbon Designs ornament. I miss her designing. I really loved her designs, and so when she pops up in a magazine, I always grab it. It's nice. Okay. Oh, with the box comes all the finishing trims. Cute. So I did some Instagram shopping. Who else likes to shop? Who else loves to shop on Instagram? Raise your hand. I'm an Instagram shopper. My husband says, where'd you get that? Oh, Instagram. Instagram, I bought it on Instagram. But let me remember. I'm gonna pull it up. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. The Multi-Crafty Hermit. That's what, Multi-Crafty Hermit. She makes project bags. And I did some shopping. I did some project bag shopping. Okay, so first one is this. With this, isn't that cute? I love that. With the arrows. And the second one I love, this is the back. Doesn't that just look like summer? It looks like summer to me. And then in the front, it's the coordinating dots, polka dots, with all the plaids and stripes, and this is really cute. And the third one I got came really cute. Look at the back. It says Friends, little toads, and then it's brown on the inside with the brown. Cute, right? And then she included, with that bag, came with these handy thread winders, which coordinate. Isn't that fun? And then these are cards, and I'm assuming, can you see that? I think they're for cross stitching. You can cross stitch a little message in the front of the card. So those were included. So thank you, Multi-Crafter Hermit. I love my project bags. And in fact, I had to take the projects out of the bags to show them here today. So that was fun. She runs sales every once in a while. So if you're not following her, go and follow her on Instagram. And you will be able to share in her cute project bags. I can make the project bags. In fact, I just bought more fabric and vinyl and stuff to make the project bag. But why sew when you can buy it? And I think they were like buy two, get one free. So it was a really good deal. But I'll probably make some more in a little bit. Alrighty, what am I working on? Well, I have a few finishes. And one finish, I can't remember the name. So do you remember when I started this? This is Liberty by Shepherd's Bush. No, they charted it for 32 count. I stitched it on 36 count navy beam by Lakeside, and made the buttons just a teeny bit oversized, but I didn't care because I wasn't stitching it on 32. I think it turned out just fine. It's called Liberty Notes by Shepherd's Bush is the name. And then this has been going around Instagram, and I realized that I have finished it a long time ago, like when it first came out. These are the called for threads. I think they're needlepoint ink silk. It's called The Gilded Cage by Carriage House Samplings. And it's just been sitting in a folder waiting for me to do something with it. And then it started popping up. I think McKenna stitched it, and I thought, oh yeah, I stitched that. It's a beautiful little chart. So she did hers, I think, on 46 count, and I think this is 40. I don't know. It's been a long time since I stitched it. Then the last finish that I found, and I found the chart, but I lost the chart again. See, I gotta get organized because I find things, I lose things, I don't know where anything is. It's kind of embarrassing, but I believe this is by Summerhouse Stitchworks, and she did a series years ago called something about the presidents, and there's this one, and there's, don't you love that saying? There's this one, there's Abraham Lincoln one, there's Benjamin Franklin one. And I will insert, when I go to do my editing, I'll put the title up so that you can find it. Because I don't remember. I think it's called Where Liberty Dwells is the name of it. So anyway, and then I did some kitting We haven't even started with the shopping. I did some kidding. I kidded some stuff up. Some new things were released that I'm so excited to see. This came out. This is brand new from the Scarlet House. Do you love that? It's called Spring Fling. It's a brand new release from Tanya at the Scarlet House. So I got the called for threads. They're Weeks Dye Works, and I'm putting it on. Looks like vintage. Oh, straw flower, Lakeside Linen straw flower. Look how cute that is. I love this purple. These purpley grays, purple and gray, and then these pastel-y pinks. I like that a lot. See? That all goes together. Cool, right? It's really cute. I can't wait to start it. Just like I can't wait to start 85 other things. Oh man. And then I saw this. This is by Kathy Bear. And I love the verse on this. It says, I cannot count my day complete until needle, thread, and fabric meet. And I love the bird, and I love the tree and the verse. And I converted it to, this is navy bean, pretty sure. I think so. And then look, these are the silks. I converted it to silks. I think I did a little Insta story while I was doing the conversion. And then these two are from the original What She Called For. And I'm gonna leave those in. I really like them. I just really like them. Like this is the tree, like the dark trunk of the tree. Here, let's see here. There, that's easier. So this is Sage by Gloriana, and this is the dark trunk of the tree. And then these are the branches, and they're lighter. Look how pretty that goes together. I love that. So I thought that it worked well to keep a couple of the main. And then here's our bird. Oh, the bird is look at that. Here's so you can see the bird here. Let me show you the bird. See, she has a dark body and then a light tail and then the blue and in her wing. So I did this for the body. It looks like cherry wood by Dinky Dyes. Then this is probably Angel Blush by Belsois, and then Deep Blue Sea. No, Seaweed by Gloriana. I cannot wait to get this one started. This is going to be so beautiful. So, you love it. You know me, I love my silks. I love my silks. I know they cost more. So, but I swear, once you go down the silk road, you don't want to come back. I mean, these, when I kitted up the Spring Fling, I did use the called for threads, and I love those too. Those are beautiful. But sometimes I just can't see it any other way. And here's what I noticed. I've been stitching a lot with the cotton, and it knots on me. Like every other stitch, it must be the way I twist my needle when I do my needle. I twist it or something, because I'm just constantly picking out knots, and it makes me crazy. I use not very long lengths, like 18 inches. I use half, if it's a 1 yard length, I use half of that. And they just knot up on me, and it makes me crazy. So I don't have that problem when I stitch with silks. Then this was a Shop My Stash. I was trying to organize. I'm trying to get organized, right? I've said that like 85 times because I'm organized in my own way, like it's all up here. But if you looked around, you would say, man, this girl does not have her act together. So I'm trying to take what's up here, nice and organized, and organize it and get things organized. So I'm shopping my stash. I was going through trying to clean things out, and look what I found that I had kitted up. Totally kitted up. I can't even remember when I bought it. Have you seen this one? A Kindred Sampler. It's beautiful, all done up. Beautiful. And it has those beautiful, here, let me read some of these for you. It says, democracy does not guarantee equality of conditions. It only guarantees equality of opportunity. That's right. We all have the same opportunity to work and make things happen. Then the next one says, where liberty dwells, there is my country. And we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And in the center it says, freedom is never free. We have a model of this at the shop, and it's beautiful. It's a bestseller this time of year. And so I know that there's some in stock at the attic. They have this in stock, but what I love, what I'm the most excited about is I bought it, and it calls for belle soie silk. And this is older belle soie silk from back when Sharon Crescent was still doing the dyeing. And I feel like I found a treasure, because these, look at this blue. Look at the colors, how they change. And it's so soft. I mean, I still stitch with belle soie, I love it. But to find these silks that were dyed back when Sharon was dyeing the silks I just feel like I found a treasure. So I bought some light blue fabric to stitch it on at the time, but I found this in my stash, shopping for my stash, and the bag said 40 count limited edition by Lakeside, so it's kind of a mystery color. Look at those colors on that. Look at that blue. Woo! Look at the, and this is a deep cranberry color. And then this one. I'm super excited. The greens. So I feel like this was a treasure. I found this was a treasure I found when I was getting organized. I should probably get organized a little more. Okay. Is anybody else dying here? It's so hot. Well, I have all the windows open so I can film, so that makes it warm, because you kind of live in a cave in Arizona in the summertime. Your home is just a cave. You shut your blinds, you turn off the lights, you don't run the oven, you don't run the stove, you eat salads and cook out of the microwave, because you just don't want to. I know I'm being really whiny. I'm really whiny. Then, do you know why I'm being whiny? Because we went to California last weekend for a little trip for my husband's birthday. He had a birthday, and our anniversary's coming up in August. And we just took off for the beach for just a couple of days. I was raised in Costa Mesa, which is close to the beach, and then every summer while my boys were growing up, we would run to my mom's house. Sometimes I wouldn't even tell my husband. I would just pack a duffel bag for each kid, and I would throw it in the car. I would call him from the freeway, and I would say, I will see you in a few days, but I'm gonna commit homicide if I have to stay here for 1 more hour with all these boys in this heat. And he'd say, okay, come home happy. That's what he would say. And then he would usually drive over on the weekend, or he'd fly over on the weekends, and we would pick him up and spend some time. So for 25 years, every summer I would just load those boys up in the car and take them to my mom's house, and they would laugh and run and play. So it's such a happy place for me. It's just a place where the stress just seemed to melt away. And I was at my mom's, and you know, sometimes I would just need enough money to get gas in the car to get to her house. because we would be having a payday, like you know how those few days before paydays when you're raising all your kids, it's like no money. I would think, I just need enough money to get gas in the car, get to my mom's house, she'll feed us, she'll take care of us, it'll be all nice and happy, and everybody will be happy, we'll have a payday, we'll fly jump over, and then we can go home, go back to our life. So we did go to the beach for a few days, and it was fabulous. And I whenever I go home, and I still consider that home, even though I've lived in Arizona for over 30 years, I still consider that home. We go back to, I make my husband drive down the streets where I grew up, I make him drive by the house. And my mom's not that attached to the house, and they lived there for 35 years. But for some reason, I'm super attached, and I just think it's all those memories of the boys playing and running and beach. And we'd pick up cousins. We had cousins who lived in Moreno Valley, which was a few hours away, like an hour away. So we'd stop at their house. We'd pick up all the boy cousins, and then we'd have 7 little boys down at my mom's house just having fun. And so I get really sentimental going back there because there was many years of memories. So I did buy some beach art. I can't wait to put it up in the house. Can you see it? Hang on. Can you see it? Let's see. Look. Isn't that precious? I love that. I love that. I saw it in a little store in Balboa Island, and I made my husband buy it. So I'm going to stick it above the couch. I don't have anything up there right now. Be my little beach wall. When we repainted our home, I put some beadboard up high. I really said I just want my house, when people walk in, I want them to feel like they've gone to the beach. I want it to be light and bright and cool, and because that's how much I love it. So more shopping from my stash. I found this. Which was out of print. It's by Little House Needleworks, but they have it, and we have it back at the attic. And it comes with, here's the cool part. Just kidding. One moment, please. It comes with all the thread. Isn't that fun? So it's a chart pack. And it comes with this beautiful Liberty chart and all the threads. I changed out the black for Nighty Night. It's a super dark blue. I'm not a big fan of black outlining. Not my favorite. So here is as much as I got done. This was my little travel piece. I took it. Oh. Holy cow, look at my face. It's so sweaty. It's so hot. I need a fan. Anyway. Look how cute. It's really cute, and it's stitching up really quickly. Oh, wait a sec. I'm going to go turn the fan on. That's better. I think I can breathe now. If anybody else is from Arizona, or I know the rest of the country is really hot too. I'm not the only one, and just whining about it. Just join me in my whine. Okay, and the last thing that I have, I fixed it. I picked it all out, and I put it back in, and I totally freaked out. This is 46 count. It's really tightly woven. And I pulled all those letters out, and I had blue and like holes. So I took tape and I was trying to get them off, and I thought, you know what? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna relax the more that I work with it. So I just stitched it new, and actually as I'm working it, it's gonna be fine. Because when you stitch, we're the only ones. When we stitch, we're the only ones that are like 3 inches away from our work, and we see every little mistake, and then we think everybody else needs to see our mistakes. They don't, and they don't care. They just look at the overall picture. So I got all the words redone, and it's centered, and now I can breathe. You know, why are we OCD like that? With, you know, so many of you said in your comments, so you don't pick it out, just, you know, chart something and put it over there. But knowing that it should have been in the center and it wasn't in the center, I couldn't leave it. I just couldn't leave it. I'm not OCD about hardly anything in my life except for my stitching. So, but then this is the starting of the chimney. So I'm hoping in the month of July to get the house done, because I'm enjoying stitching this. It's really fun to stitch. Okay, those are all my projects. Are you ready for my shopping? Ice water. I love this cup. Do you know why I love this cup? Because the lid screws on, and if it tips over, it doesn't spill. And so I always have water in this cup, and if it does not water, it's Diet Coke. Don't hate on me for the Diet Coke, but I feel safe stitching with that cup, because I've had those cups before where the lid pops on and then it tips over and the lid comes off and your liquid goes everywhere. So I found this one. They have them at it's skinny, and they have them at AJ's. It's a fancy pants grocery store here in town, and you don't want to buy regular groceries there because it's really expensive. But they have, if you want to splurge, they have a great bakery. They have a beautiful salad bar. They have a wonderful deli place where they'll cook meals that you can buy a meal and take it home. And then they have a gorgeous salad bar, and they have soups. So, AJ's. Alrighty then. Shopping. I did a lot of shopping. In addition to the things that I kitted up, I also bought patterns. And this first one that I want to show you, so excited about it. Have you seen this yet? It's called Letters from Mom. And she finished it as a pouch, or you can finish it as a big picture. I think if you go to the newsletter, the Attic Needlework newsletter, there's a picture in there, maybe not, I don't know, finished. And what it is this center, it says Letters from Mom, and it's got a little stamp up in the corner and cute little border. And then she has monthlies. So this is September, no, wait, September, October, November, here we go. No, sorry. Okay, September, and she includes the thread. It's called Cottage Garden Thread. It's special overdye thread, so she includes that. So these are all things that you would have taught your children. That one says Forget Me Not. October with Grateful Heart with the thread. And November, Remember Me. I'm really, really excited about this series. This is going to be beautiful. It's so beautiful when it's all done. So, and all of the charts, they're in stock at the shop. All right, then these were released by Not Forgotten Farm. Oh, I love this, with the little bee lady and the beehive. And she says, pardon my weeds, I'm feeding the bees. I love that. So I picked that up. Rest by Scissors, super cute. I gotta find that box. I think she has it on her wooden scissor box is available from her. And it fits. But I'll probably make it smaller. Let's see. She stitched it on 36 count. I could probably stitch it on 36 count. You'd probably stick that on 40 and it wouldn't change it that much. But I would do that. And then this came out. I love this. I love her charts. As I go through my stash that I already own, I realized that over the years I've bought quite a few of her charts. I love her sentiments and her sayings. This one says, life is quickly racing by, adventures fill the open sky. Do not wait to take a try, just be a bird and dare to fly. I love that. I picked that one up too. And then I picked up, this isn't new, but it's the Bee Sampler by Lila's Studio. And I loved it. I don't think I would do it as a pillow. I think I would do it as a big, like a frame piece or something square. But I love it. I think it's really pretty. Then, this is exciting. Handwork Samplers are back in stock at the attic. These are the ones that I have, and there's a few more. Go to the newsletter, the Attic Needlework newsletter, and she has them all listed. So I love this. I love this. Sorry about that. Frances Eden. Elizabeth Ann Sidstone. Do you know why I love her? She's so pink. She's got a lot of pink and red. And Sovine Palfreyman. She's the girl in the red dress. There's several that are like her. Needlework Press did one, Mary Moat's Head. I have her. I'll bring her out next time. You can see her. There's Mary Moat's Head, and she's the little red dress. And then Gigi has some with girls in red dresses, and then Sovine is another girl in a red dress. And I know that there are some stitchers stitching friends that have stitched all the girls with the little red dresses and done a corner. I'm sure that's adorable. So, but these are back in stock at the attic, and there's more. There's more than just these three. So go to the newsletter and check them out, because I don't know that they're stocked other places, but I know Jean has them. Okay, so my last piece of really great news is we made it! Over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Oh, that was like a little dancing day. I was like, 1,000 people care. I mean, some of you have more subscribers. Those of you who have a lot of subscribers, that's really exciting. But for me, to think that 1,000 people care, like what I have to say about needlework, my family, some of the members of my family, they roll their eyes. They're like, you do what? I said, hey, I'm a hit with the needleworkers. Over 1,000. Thank you. So, giveaway. We're giving away a brow light. And you know, you don't have to use this on a brow. I was watching Jo for Pretty Southern, and she bought one of these at Acorns and Threads, and she was taking it on her trip, and they clip on your Q-snaps. So it'll clip on your Q-snap. It's super lightweight. It actually comes with batteries, and this one is going to one lucky winner. One of you guys, if you subscribe. So here's what you got to do. I've never done a giveaway before, so I will try and keep it right. Like, I'll try and get it right. This is the prize for the giveaway, but I guess you can't say giveaway when you're entering a giveaway. That's what I've picked up from other people who've done giveaways. So I would like to know, what is your favorite stitching accessory that's not fabric, thread, or charts? Like, for example, my favorite stitching accessory is, can you see this? A needle threader. I can't thread a needle to save my freaking life. I can't do it. So, and I don't want to. I don't want to take the time. So I have several of these, and I don't know where I found this. I think it was attached to a makeup thing. I don't know. Just every once in a while you find little hanging thingies, and I always have a hanging thingy so I can find it, because these suckers are little and they're gonna get lost. So they stick to a magnet. On my light, I keep a little magnet up there, and They just stick right on my magnet, and they're always within hand's reach. I travel with them. I have one in every bag. Ooh. Anyway, you saw it, I dropped it. That's my favorite accessory for stitching. I can't stitch without it. I can't stitch without a needle threader. So what is your favorite stitching accessory? And I want you to put that in the comments below. You have to be a subscriber and answer the question, and I will pick a winner and announce it in my next video. And did I leave anything out? So be a subscriber. And did you know you hit the subscribe button, then you hit the bell button, and then the bell will let you know when new videos are posted. Otherwise, they don't pop up in your suggested video feed if you don't have the bell on. So hit the subscribe button, push the bell, tell me what is your favorite stitching accessory that you can't stitch without. A lot of people, it's scissors, or if you have a favorite, but mine is my needle threader. Can't go anywhere without my needle threader. And I will give away your light, bra light, or Q-snap light, or whatever kind of light you want it to be. But this is a great light, and it's my prize to you. So I hope that if you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. It's going a little longer than I thought it would, but I appreciate you being here. I appreciate Floss Tube. And I have some shout outs. People that I want to tell them that I enjoy their videos. One is Kinder Ramblings. Super cute. She's a school teacher. Kinder, like kindergarten. Kinder Ramblings. I'm enjoying her videos. Long Dawg Stitcher, D-A-W-G. Long Dawg, D-A-W-G Stitcher. Shout her out. And Kindred Stitcher. So those are 3 floss tubers that I'm really enjoying right now. Please, I will put their links below. I will look for your answers to your question, your favorite needlework accessory. And next week, we're giving away the light. And I will announce the winner and get it up in the mail to you. So this is very exciting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this journey. I love you all. Happy stitches.